Hey crafters, it's Jen Evers with Quality Crafts, and I joined a challenge, kind of a challenge swap type thing, on a Facebook group called Just for Fun, and it's a black and white card. So the only thing you use is black and white, and here is the card that I received from my swap partner, and it's all black and white, and there was a stamped image that's fussy cut out, and there's a little stamped birdie, and then I think she hand did these little pearls. Just super cute. This came from Carol Beth Viscuzzi, and it's just really a nice card. Whoops, and here's her little, I love how she puts these inside. Really, oh, 1 second. My phone won't make phone calls, but when I try to make a phone call and I let it sit on the counter, like 10 minutes later, it opens up and just makes phone calls randomly. So lovely. Anyway, I'm just gonna fart around and make my own black and white card that I can send back to Carol. So Carol, if you're watching, this one's for you, girl. I'm just gonna let her rip and make a black and white card. So I'm gonna start off with a white card base, and I'm gonna add to it. Oh, and see how my lovely bee pattern on my nails all flaked off today? I think it's because I used really old fingernail polish. So, but it lasted one day, and I got some really great pictures. So I'll probably be trying another one tonight. I don't know. I really like this color. It's like a shimmery green. I'm pretty sure that's old too. Oh, there's this color too. It's like a shiny iridescent purple kind of. Hard to tell on there. But anyway, I'll try some other thing. I do have this that I thought I would add to. So that's a white, but I need a black on the background to kind of bring that white out. So I'm going to pull out a piece of black paper that I can use, and I need a cutter. And I don't know how big I want to make that, but this is an oversized card. It's not an A2 size at all. Just so you know. So it's quite a bit smaller than what a regular A2 size card would be. I think it's A2, A4, I don't know. I don't keep up on all the terms and the jargon typically. I try, but so there, so it'd be something black. But if I'm going to add this onto it, like coming off the edge, that would be really cool. This would be really cool cut with like an edger. So let me think of something. Let me pull an edger out that I haven't used in a while. How about that? That would look kind of cool, huh? Let's cut that out. I need a sheet of white. I'm running out of cardstock. I wonder if I have some in the cupboard. Actually, I think I'm just going to cut it right into the edge of this. I was going to cut the white and glue it right on top, but I think I'm just going to cut it right into the edge here. Let's see how that turns out. And then line it up here. Line that side up. Okay. Let's get this mess out of here. We have this with that on the edge. So basically it cuts that right off the edge. So there's no border or anything, but that's kind of cool. That is really neat. We need some more stuff now. We need some more cool things that will go on there. Let's see, black and white. What do I have laying around? Oh, I have one of these. I have one of these left over from one of my videos. Let's cut this out and use it. Just so you know, I might have to stop and make a new clip because I ordered that what do you call it? Webcam because I thought that I'd be able to do a whole bunch of really cool stuff with it, like tape for as long as I want, and move the camera 360 degrees, and it's supposed to be really clear and all that stuff. And it wasn't clear. It wasn't as clear as this camera was, and I just wasn't happy with that. So I've gone back to my old camera, which is not really an old camera, but by today's standards, it's old, I guess. And this one is crystal clear, but I can only tape for 10 minutes at a time. So after the 10 minutes, then I have to redo it again. Restart the camera, you know, make a new clip. I'm just going to color the sides of these black so that black really stands out. And I'm wondering if I should do... Yeah, you can't really see that, but there's a border. Do you see the border around there? Yeah. So maybe I should darken that up. I can darken that up by following it with this. That works. I wish this was kind of like Skype or FaceTime, or what is it that everyone uses, that where they tape and can talk to people at the same time, so that you guys could give me some ideas on what I should add next, because I'm just kind of making this up as I go. That yellow nail polish is really gaudy, especially all chipped up the way it looks. Maybe if I get crazy, that looks a lot better. So I'm thinking of adding it on something like that so you can see it. That's cool. So I'm definitely going to need a sentiment to go on there. Just not sure what yet. But I think the edges of this black need to have something on them. Yeah, I can cut. Oh, let me show you these cool scissors I got this weekend from Kathy Dunahee. She gave us goodie bags. And I love these scissors. Now, if you put the corner in this way, you'll get this corner. But if you put it in the opposite way, the upside down, then it cuts that. Can you see it? It cuts this so that it goes in on the corners. But I really like this one, so I'm gonna flip it back over and do this one all the way in and cut that cool corner. I used this on another card recently. Really, really like the look of that. I wish I had more of this type of scissor, because it's just easier than getting out a corner punch if you can just cut it like that. But see the cool shape it made? I love that. It's like having your own nestabilities. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, and then this can go right in the middle there. That's pretty sharp. I like the look of that. I wonder if I should do some stamping. And this is going to go... I almost want to put this on another piece of black paper. What do you think? To make it stand out more. Let's do that. Where did I put my cutter? Just a little bit bigger than this. My desk is filled with stuff. Oh my goodness. So here's how I cut mine. I just figure about how much I want around the edges there, and then I try to cut it the same all the way around. I don't think you're going to be able to see all the way down. And then I eyeball it on my cutter. So I don't know how you guys do it, but I know I've said it a bazillion times on my other ones that I just don't like to have to measure stuff out. I'm not a measurer. Okie dokie. Yeah, that makes that stand out a lot more. Let's glue that down. I like to watch Oh Snap Gonzo's, and she's like, just commit. Just commit, for crying out loud. You know, you can futz with something forever, but at some point you have to lay her down. Okay. So there's me committing to that piece. Now I'm gonna make a new clip, because I'm getting close to 10 minutes already. I know. I hope you guys don't mind listening to me blab, because it's gonna be a long video. Okay, so I cut off those corners, and I thought, wouldn't that be cool if I added those back on for a little extra oomph right there. That looks really cool. Like it got separated a little bit. Oh, it's going to frustrate me. I'll have to glue those down. But I can put one on every single one. That'll fill in a little bit more of the white, give it a little bit more of a balance. And then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. Where's my scissors now? Okay. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off so it doesn't go all the way up to the top. Like that. And then I'm going to put a white flower here. Some sort of white flower. Or maybe black and white so that it sticks up. That will look so cool. Like maybe this one, since I have this punch sitting right here. I'll do a couple of black. And a couple of white. I got some scratch paper right here. So that's 4. I think we can do a flower out of 4. And let's pull this out. My little squinchy pad. And a little baller upper. This is not a baller upper, but that's close enough. Because I want it to be a little bit of 3D, but I don't want it to be so crazy 3D that I can't mail it to Beth. Carol Beth. All I'm doing is rolling these. I'm sorry I was out of frame. Let me know in the comments down below if you like listening to people blab on their videos on and on and on, or if you don't, because I don't always particularly care to hear somebody go on and on, but it all depends on what they're making and how interested I am, I guess. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's add a couple more layers to that and see what we get. I kind of like it. Oops. Yeah, that's kind of cool. What do you think of that? Should we add one more to the front? Or nah. I wonder if it's black and white, can we do can we add bling? I wonder. I don't know. What's the rule on that? Is a diamond considered black and white? Oh, look at this really cool fine tip applicator. It's like, look at how skinny that is. So tiny. Will it focus? Yeah, look at that. And that's a pin that goes right in the end. I love this one. I got this from Rosa, who is Color Explosion. Love it. Thanks, Rosa. I use it every day. Okay, so this is what I mean that I want to add. I want to add one of these diamonds. And I'm going to guess, I'm just going to say, you know what, I think it's okay. It's still a black and white card with a little bit of bling. That's totally pretty. And I'm going to put that down with dun, da, 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 liquid glass, which is Glossy Accents, the same thing, only this is made by Close to My Heart. See the old logo? Same stuff. So use that to adhere it down. And that takes a little while to dry. There. It's uneven a little bit. There. Okay. I'm happy with that. I use a pin in the end of this too, with a little head on the end, because there's enough room in this cap to let that be in there, and then this never ever clogs on me. So you can use that on, I don't know what the Glossy Accents cap looks like, because I've only ever had that. So while we're waiting for that to dry, I think I ought to just cut this, or I think I ought to just glue this down. So I'm going to show you how this works, this little tiny thing. And you can get every little tiny crevice with this. I tend to shake a little bit because of the medication I'm on, but, whoa, see? But I love this so much. Now I'm not afraid to cut out those little tiny in sentiments, you know, and then be able to glue them on with this. Just makes it so much easier. So now I do a lot more gluing of sentiments and stuff on my projects and cards. I mostly do cards. I'm a card making lady. I'm an addict. Truly I am. I'm a part of the addicted to card making group because that's exactly what it is. Totally addicted to making cards. Even if I don't need them, I just keep making them like forever and ever. Like crazy. I'm a crazy, crazy woman. That looks good. Commit, right? I hope that Oh Snap Gonzo watches this, Sandra, and tells me, way to commit, Jen, way to commit. Where are we at now? We're at 5 minutes, okay. I wonder if I can consider this, I wonder if you guys would consider this my next this to that video. I don't know if you would or not. Some of you might be like, are you kidding me, Jen? This to that. This to that means a white card base into what? Basically into a phenomenal black and white card. Right? That'd work. I should start writing down and giving shout outs like some people do to people who like join their channel. And actually I want to make my shout out to be like, I watch this channel and this person because of how awesome they are at A, B, and C. So like I watch Sandra on Oh Snap Gonzo because she does layouts, which I don't ever do layouts, but I get really great ideas from her because I love her style. I like the way she just picks stuff out and it all matches and it all goes together, and then you're like, wow, like look how awesome that turned out. Let's see, who else? I also really like watching Craft and Blind. I love watching her videos. Her videos they're never too long. She always has something interesting to say. And her projects are awesome. And she's just an interesting lady. I really like her. Oh, wouldn't that be cool if that really spun like that on the card? I hope some people watch the card at least this far through just to see how freaking awesome that is. Oh, I wish I could make that happen. I don't think a Brad would actually spin like that. But that would be so cool, wouldn't it? Oh, you know what I have in this fine tip glue? I just have a bunch of Aleene's Aleene's, I think, original glue. You know, in the brown bottle. I think that's what's in there. Or it might be turbo glue. I can't remember which one I did. Because I do like the turbo glue too. The turbo dry. Okay, so we're gluing that down there. I hope that doesn't pop off in shipping, Carol. If it does, though, let me know. So what do you think of that so far? It's kind of neat. Now I need to do that sentiment. That's going to go on here somewhere. I don't want it to be centered, though. Do you think? Centered or off-centered? Help me out. I think off-centered, but cover up that big hole. Right? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, so this is definitely going to go on Pop Dot tape. But, oh, I'm almost out of that. I'm going to have to get one. So, I'm going to make another clip here, and I'll grab a sentiment for that. Look at this cool Anna Griffith set I have. It's got really awesome images on here, and it has this butterfly right here. Wouldn't that be cool if I stamped that butterfly like right over the top of this white space, but you only got to see like part of it? I'm gonna do that. And I found a sentiment too. It says, thought about you, thought I'd write. And I think that'll totally just fit in there. So let me get here a block for this. And we'll use Memento. Because wherever we stamp, you won't quite be able to see it on the black. It'll mostly show on the white. I just think that would look so cool. Okay, but let me zoom in a little. Whoa, okay, it's shaking a little. How's that? Alright, and see how it looks now. Ready? See how you can kind of see that butterfly flying up? Let's do one more. That's cool. I should usually do in threes, right? So let's do one more down here, coming up from the edge. There. The rule of three. Oh, you know what? As long as we're here, let's add one of these butterflies to the inside of the card. I don't know how I'm going to embellish yet, but I think that if we add one to the inside there to make it match, yeah, that's cool. I might have to go over that with a black marker. I want those darker. I should have done stays on. Oh well. It's still cool. So I think I'll use stays on for this because I want it to be really, really dark. So we'll do the sentiment stamp. Oh yeah, I'm like really close. I'm going to have to back out. So let's do this and then I'll back out so we can see the whole thing. Is your stays on always dried out? Mine is. I really need to get some stays on refill. Alright, here we go. I can't tell if it's straight or not, so pray for me. Pray for the straight fairy to come and fix it. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. Wahoo! Thank you, Stamp Fairy. Oh man. Alright. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. It's just getting too messy on here. I can't see everything. Oh, and I can't find... Oh, there it goes. Alright. Oh, and I need to back out. Okay, here I'm back, and you can see the whole card. Yeah. And this is where the card will go, right here. The sentiment piece. I'm not happy with where how the butterflies ended up. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna use the stays on, and I need a better piece of white. That's not gonna work. Oh, let's see. I've got a scrap drawer where I just throw little pieces of white paper so that I can, when I run into stuff like this, I can just grab one. How many of y'all do that? Let me know in the comments below how many of you guys have scrap white paper that you just hold on to for these little emergencies. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is going to look so cool, but I'm going to have to take some time to fussy cut this, so I may have to make another clip. I'm going to have like 10 clips. See, this is what happens for those of you who don't make videos, how it ends up, you have to edit like crazy because you have to make a whole bunch of clips and then you have to put them all together. And I lost my scissors. Oh, it's because it's underneath stuff, that's why. So now I'm going to fussy cut these out, and I'm going to make these 3D on top of that part. And I'll have to make them go right over the top. I'm going to give them a little bit of a white border, just because that's going to make this fussy cutting go a lot quicker. And I'm not going to edit. I'm not going to edit out all this fussy cutting. I'm just going to make you watch me cut it all. So you can edit it yourself by fast forwarding, or maybe you've already clicked off this video because it's insanely long and really boring. Oh yeah. I'm really sorry if you found this to be boring. But if you're still with me, woot woot. Thanks for being still with me. Oh, see how that's going to look now when that goes on top of there? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done such a wide white border. I'm okay with it though. I hope Carol likes it, because she be the one that's going to get it. You're going to get it, Carol. I hope she still be's my friend after she gets this crazy long video on this black and white card. This would probably be a really bad time for me to say that I want to do a challenge pretty soon too. My goal this year was to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and I am almost there. I need, like, seriously, like, only need 5 more, I think. That is so awesome. I just can't even believe it. I remember when I had, like, 10 or 20, and I was just like, oh my gosh, and I would tell my husband, I've got, like, 10 or 20 people following me. That is so cool. So cool. Alright. That works. Let's just go ahead and commit and glue those down. I'm just going to put a little right up the center there so that they can be kind of 3D if they want to be. And then you can still see the little antenna. Well, it's a little bit far away for you to see right now, but I'll show you later. Because I stamped it first, I didn't fussy cut out the antenna because they're already on there. So if I get these lined up just right, you can see where the antenna comes down on the page. That's cool. I really dig that. Normally I would color these butterflies or glitter them up or something. I think I can still use glitter. Yeah, I think that glitter would be okay. Glitter is still, it could be black or white glitter, right? Clear glitter, that would count. And then this one, that's going to go like right in here in between. Yeah, that's going to look really cool. Oh, I forgot to get 3D tape. Is this going to work? See, this is the tape I use, but I'm on the end. No, that's not going to work. I have to go all the way around my craft room just to get it. I'll be right back. Okay, new roll. Sorry you had to wait for me. I meant to get it when I was making that other clip, but I forgot. Please forgive me. And I'm just going to use a whole strip of it. Maybe just a whole 2 strips of it. Why not? I have a lot of this stuff. There. I was going to double it up, but I remember that I wanted to make sure it sticks in a regular envelope. Okay. That's going to go right there. That looks good. Push her down. So, see where the antenna pop up? I told you I'd show you that. So wherever I put it, you can still see the antenna that were stamped down on there. Cute, right? I wonder if I should add anything else. Oh, I should definitely do I like the look of this. I want to add something to the inside because there's one little butterfly, but I think there should be like a little something here. And I'm going to stick with square because that's mostly what I did on here. So let's just do a square. How wide is this? 4 1/4. So 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then we'll need some white. So 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Yeah, that'll go. That'll totally go. And then we need a white. I got it right here. So we'll do a white layer, 4 1/2, or not 4 1/4, 4 by 4. I think that'll look okay. Let's do 4 by 4. Four by 4, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And then we'll add in that same look. We'll do this little guy, this little corner, just on the white so it stands out on the black. Yeah. And just on 2 corners. Okay. So, on 2 corners like that. How's that look? That's cool. And then we can even tilt it like the butterfly. Cute. Whoa. Okay, and then this side. I'm not going to put anything in the inside when I mail it. I'll put something on the outside to protect the card that'll have the writing on it, because when you put things inside your card, especially if they've been inked, it leaves an inky black shadow inside your card. I want to show you that, Carol. So on the inside is this card, and on the back of the card is this really cool stamp. Isn't it cute? But then it leaves this black halo effect. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. From this black sitting on here and rubbing and mailing, it's black on the inside. So keep that in mind when you're putting inky things inside your cards. I think this one is finished. I think it turned out really cute. And it even has an inside. So Carol, I hope you liked that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'm going to call this, I'm going to label it that. I'm going to say this was the this into that. So we took a plain white card and we turned it into an all black and white card. This into that. This into that. And I don't know what number we're on. I want to say it's number 9, so I should check my computer. What number are we on? We're on, number 10. 10 in sign language. Number 10. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next video.